Stop wasting money on random backlinks to your Shopify store. If you're looking to get started building links to your Shopify store, or you've been struggling to get results from the links that you've already built, this video is for you. In this video, I'll show you my proven link building strategy to avoid common mistakes so you can start building links that actually move the needle. You'll learn the blueprint for the first 50 backlinks you should build to your store, including which pages you should target first and what anchor tags you should use to drive results as quickly as possible. Let's get started. Hello, my name is Jake Wilhoit. I run contentfire.co. We're a Shopify SEO agency to help Shopify stores grow their organic traffic and sales. So in this video, I'll show you the exact blueprint we use for the first 50 backlinks to build Shopify stores, including which pages to build links to first to maximize ROI, as well as the exact anchor text to use so the link profiles look natural over time and you avoid over-optimization penalties from being too aggressive with your anchor text. And most importantly, I'll jump over to a live demo to show you how to use my link tracking sheet to easily and correctly plan all of your links, as well as some examples here of results from the strategy. So does this link building strategy even work? So here in the last few months, built 30 links to a jewelry Shopify store as a client. So built 10 links in each of the first 2 months, then 5 links per month after that. And you see organic traffic here doubled, mostly due to the links. Also did a little bit of on-page work, but mostly link building. Here, an automotive Shopify store, so in the car niche. So actually, these last 2 case studies, these aren't my clients, but I did all the link planning. I didn't build the links. I just did the strategy. So following this exact same strategy here that I'll be showing you shortly. So this automotive store went from literally 0 to over 80,000 organic traffic in just 7 months. So building only 60 links. So it's not like need to spend tens of thousands of dollars here. Just 60 links can get some impressive results. Here's another Shopify store in the gardening niche. So it went from not 0, but almost 0, just a little over 100 visitors per month after building 10 links per month here over 9 months. So 70 links total. You see organic traffic exploded. And if you see a trend, you'll see that it does take time for links to kick in. So that's one thing I'll be talking about to set your expectations. But need to be patient to get results from link building. Okay, so why does link building even matter for Shopify stores? So quality links are going to be necessary so you can rank organically for your most competitive and lucrative keywords. So these are ones that you want to rank for. These are like the main categories, collections of products that you sell. And just even with a modest link building budget, you can jump ahead of the competition with the right strategy. So obviously, if you follow the wrong strategy, you can just overspend and just waste money. But I'll show you the most effective way that I know to build links to Shopify stores. And here's the prerequisites before you even start link building. What you want to know is the main keyword for each page. Very important to add that to Rank Tracker and watch that over time. You want to know which pages and products are the most valuable. So obviously, like more expensive products, probably more lucrative than selling something that's just a few dollars. Know which keywords are going to be the easiest. So the pages that you want to target is kind of a mix of the ones that have the most business value to you, but are also the easiest to rank for. So you need to find kind of a sweet spot there. Obviously, the most valuable ones, maybe those will be the hardest to rank for. So that'll be a more long-term strategy to rank there. But you, of course, want to link build ones that you can actually rank for and get some momentum there by ranking highly from your link building efforts. As well as you'll want to set a monthly budget. So you don't want to just build like 10 links or 100 links in one go and then just stop. It's more important, more effective to build a consistent number of links over time. If you see from the links here, we usually build 5 or 10 per month over a period of at least several months. So I recommend following a strategy like that. Don't give up after just building one link. And having realistic expectations here that it will take time for these links to kick in to see the full results. So what type of links are we even talking about? Guest posts and link insertions. These are kind of the ones that I mean. So even if you've done any PR, Hero, or whatever other type of links you built, this strategy is in addition to that. This is kind of like snipering specific keywords. So if you already have some publicity, maybe you can build a few less links to the homepage. You already have decent base of links to the homepage, but I'll be going over how to build links to your store from zero. So assuming you have nothing, so you can modify it as needed. And the types of links. So you want to get these guest posts and link insertions on these sites meeting these criteria. So this is kind of a whole nother video of like how to vet link opportunities. But ideally, the sites that you'll get links from will be as relevant to your niche as possible. So say if you have a car site, getting linked from another car site is ideal, or as closely as possible. And also you want to get links from sites that have decent domain authority and organic traffic themselves. So the higher the better. So the more authoritative a site, higher organic traffic they have, the more valuable that link is going to be. And you want to avoid sites that have been recently penalized. So even if they have a decent base of traffic, if the traffic's dropped over 50% or more in the past few months, might want to skip that opportunity. And of course, avoid sites that are link farms or have any sort of keyword or backlink manipulation. So they're just kind of trying to game different algorithms, mostly to boost their metrics so that more people buy links on their sites. And you also want to avoid sites in casino, gambling, adult niches. Just best to avoid associating your site with those type of sites. Of course, unless of course you're in those niches, then that would be fine. Okay, so for the first 50 links, how do we want to break that down? What I like to do, first 10 links, send those to the homepage. So just kind of starting to build a base of links to your site overall. And then after that, start splitting it up 50-50 from your homepage and then your top collections. So we can do that for the first few months. And then you can start kind of toning down links to the homepage. So you already have like a solid base here. In this case, would be like 20 of your first 30 links would be to the homepage, and then 10 to your top collections. And after that, build about 30% of your links to the homepage. And you can drop that down over time, but at least for the first few months, I would at least keep building a few links to your homepage per month as you go, just to keep building up your authority. Because still at this point, your site's not going to have a ton of authority still. Unless once you get to a certain point, then you can really just start sniping different keywords you want to rank. But don't neglect building links to your homepage, basically. That's kind of a mistake that I see a lot of people make. So aim to build over time about 50% of links to your homepage and the rest to your top collection pages. And I'm not even going to mention building links to product pages, even blog posts. Like that's just not going to be the most effective use of your link budget for pretty much every store. In some cases, building links to product pages can get a good result, but most of the time you'll want to focus on collections. And you can stop building links to your collection pages once they're ranking in the top 5, top 3 for the main keyword, and move on to the next one. Goal here for your first 50 links, we're not just going to dominate Amazon for every keyword, but you will start building up your site's domain authority so that by building this to your homepage, which helps the rest of your site rank better. So it just builds your overall domain authority. And then as well, not building all links to the homepage. That's why I want to split them up to collection pages as well, and really targeting like the most important collection pages, kind of the main ones on your site, as well as any that are in position 6 to 30. So those are the ones that will be in kind of striking distance of ranking well to really boost them into top of page 1. You don't want to focus your link building efforts on keywords not ranking anywhere in the top 10 pages. Google's not even recognizing those as relevant for the keyword at that point. So your link building resources are best spent on keywords, pages, already getting some traction, ranking top couple pages of Google. And really, one key aspect that makes the strategy as effective as possible is we want to use optimize internal links across the site to send link juice, link equity, whatever you want to call it, across your site. So this maximizes your ROI and reduces the total number of links needed. So here, nice little diagram of kind of internal links, backlinks, going to a site. So the black ones are internal links and red represents different backlinks. So as you build links to a certain page, so here in this case, to the homepage. As you build a link, if you have internal links to each your collection, so kind of the link equity gets spread across these different collections, which just helps them rank better. So that's why it's important to have internal links. And the same thing applies for collection pages. So this is kind of something that I see a lot of Shopify stores not do, is kind of connect together their collection pages with internal links. So the more you connect your collection pages with internal links, so connecting them together, you can just kind of think of it like you build links to a certain page, and some of that backlink power gets shared with the collection pages that you link to, which is why it's important to you have internal links on your collection pages. So that's something that gets overlooked, and it just helps you just get better results with the building fewer links. So, in a quick note about anchor text. So, you want, as I mentioned before, you want to avoid over optimizing your anchor text profile. A lot of people just think, oh, the keywords they want to rank for, that's what they use for the anchor text. But you want to use a mix of keyword rich. So, kind of, I call those like target anchors, as well as branded. So, like your brand name, topical, it's kind of about your niche overall, and just kind of miscellaneous anchors as well. That's kind of what a natural link profile will look like over time. So you can use these kind of exact partial match keyword anchors for your first link or two, but then you'll want to mix it up for the next links after that. Don't just build like 10 exact keyword links. That's a surefire way to not get results. And so after you build the first link, aim to just keep those like keyword anchors like under like 50% of the total links that you build, to use keywords. So let's jump over to the link tracking sheet, and I'll show you what you can do to actually put this into practice. So here is my link tracking sheet template. You have some notes here on how to use it after you download it yourself. So here are the first 50 links that you can build, have everything planned out. So I have it set up for 10 different pages. And before I get started, let's just talk about anchors. So give a little more in-depth explanation about the anchor types. So target anchors, this refers to any anchor text, including any word from your main keywords. So as an example, chocolate protein powder, if that's your target keyword, any anchor that includes the word chocolate, protein powder counts as a target anchor for the purposes of at least how I approach this. Topical anchors, these are ones related to your niche, but don't actually mention any of the keywords, your target keywords. So in the case of like chocolate protein powder, topical anchors would be, how to build muscle faster, or try this formula, get 30 grams per scoop. So just related to the topic, but you're not actually mentioning the keywords, kind of like a roundabout way of mentioning that. So without over optimizing. Brand anchors, so this is just your brand name, .com, like capitalized, not capitalized, different ways of mixing it up there. And miscellaneous is just, click here, read more, whatnot. Okay, so target pages, as I mentioned, build the first 10 links to the homepage. And what you want to do here to use this sheet is update all the cells in red with your target keywords. And let me just go over in general. So you see, I broke this up into kind of like 5 different months. So say you build 5 or 10 links per month for 5 months. Of course, you can spread this out as you want. If you just want to if you have the budget for just doing 5 links per month, that's okay as well. You can move things around accordingly. But as you go, you can just see how I already have this pre-planned. And on the link summary tab is where you'll be able to see the number of links planned to each page, as well as if you use this for actually tracking your links. So as you start building, links go live, you'll be able to see here, out of the ones you planned, how many are built, and then the anchor text breakdown. So this helps you keep the anchor text ratios in line, so avoid over optimizing Your anchor text. So you can see here, yeah, some of these are like 100%, but that's just because we've only planned out one link. So like I mentioned, it's okay to build a target anchor for your first link. No worries there. But as you go, you start building more and more links. You see, you want to just diversify a bit by building a mix of like branded topical anchors in addition to your keyword rich anchors. Okay. Let's see. And basically just have a ton of notes here and exact examples of what you can do. And if you just hover over any of these cells that have a little black triangle, you'll be able to see examples of exactly what I mean. I even applied it for 3 different kind of niches. You can see like tungsten rings, protein powder, and office chairs. Those are kind of like 3 kind of example stores. And you'll see as you hover over kind of different examples of how to apply it. So you can apply them to your niche. I find having examples very helpful. And speaking of examples, let me just create a copy here to show you an example link plan. So here, let's see, just rename this. And I'll show you basically what you would do as after you create a copy here to make this your own, how you want to update it for your store. And to be consistent here, I'll use the same kind of keyword research from keyword research video, kind of use the same niche, just as an example. So here, say target keyword is tungsten rings. And you'll see, when you paste in over the red cells, the rest of the ones in these first 2 columns will update accordingly. So your store, so I'll just put my jewelrystore.com. And you'll want to use, actually, let me just be a bit more formal here. So definitely want to make sure that you put in the full URL. When you build links, you want to avoid redirect. So just make sure any page you link to, it's the final URL with or without the slash accordingly. So fill that in. You see this gets updated later on. And what you can do here is just update the anchor text. You can see I have, so for branded anchors, these are the ones that are obviously just your brand name. So what you can do is just find and replace. So, or on Mac, Command Shift H. So find and replace. So if I just do, let's say, your store, and I put my jewelry store, so replace, you can update that there. Yourstore.com, myjewelrystore.com. So I should be able to quickly update that, except actually that's not going to work. So I have different variations here of like capitalize and not. So you can just manually update that. So what I would do here, so at myjewelrystore.com, myjewelrystore.com, visit myjewelrystore.com. Okay. And then, so for the homepage, so our niche is tungsten rings. So in this example, if you're selling any type of jewelry, that's kind of falls under jewelry. So I would put buy. It's kind of like the example here in the text. So I would just put you can buy jewelry online. So topical, this just means that we're talking about the niche without mentioning any of our keywords. Here, target. So this is where we're trying to rank a keyword on the homepage. So you want to just use some variation of your target keyword. So just whatever, just keep it simple. Tungsten rings. Here, just follow the examples. Shop for, and then the same thing like in your niche. So just shop for and just apply your niche. So jewelry or like wedding, in this case, could work as well. Here, different types of whatever the products that I sell. So different types of tungsten rings. So it's an example here. You can change this, whatever, click here or leave it as just learn more. And yes, this just means in the first 10 links, we have this very diversified. So it just makes sense for your homepage. You want to have a lot of branded mentions. Just makes sense. Like people, if a different website refers to your your brand, your store. A lot of times they'll use your brand name. So that keeps the link profile looking natural. And then since we are trying to target a keyword here on the homepage, be sure to add that in a few times as well. Don't want to over optimize, but don't neglect adding in your target keywords. So yeah, I have a little note here. So if you're not targeting a keyword on your homepage, just use another topical anchor here. So just do something similar to these other ones, marked as topical to plan that out. And yeah, there you go. First 10 links for my jewelry store are planned out. So for the homepage, and then now moving on to collection pages. So what you want to do here is link to your most competitive or like most lucrative collection pages, ideally ones that are easy to rank for, but even the ones that aren't, you'll still want to build links to them. So here, I'll just take an example. So you can see these are in order of kind of descending search volume. So tungsten ring for men. This was the highest search volume collection page, followed by each of these. So I'll just plan links for each of these. So if I just paste in my keywords, and then you have just kind of a placeholder here. But what I'll do is update that collections, and your collection page should be named basically your main keyword. So maybe I'll just do men's tungsten rings just to make it a little bit more concise than making it tungsten rings for men. And obviously, this should correspond to the actual pages on your site. And pretty easy for the first link to your collection page. You can really just use your main keyword. Want to keep it simple, use the exact main keyword, or you can just add a couple words before or after. But be sure to include your main keyword there. So you could say something like shopping for men's tungsten rings, or can just say just like tungsten rings for men, or buy tungsten rings for men, shop for tungsten rings for men. So there's some variations you can do to, basically to plan that out. And also before I go into the rest of those, so for the rest of these for the homepage, so you can see here for month 2, next 5 links, I want to build 5 more links to the homepage. So I'll just, I already have, according to my jewelry store, it's kind of like citing the store, kind of like if you were quoted on, in an article by a journalist or something. Pretty natural type of anchor to have to your store. Here, just about the niche. So put like jewelry store, jewelry, something like that. Just describe what type of product you sell. Shop for. Now here we're back to shop for tungsten rings. Here, consider. So consider myjewelrystore.com. And then here, learn about jewelry, learn about wedding jewelry, since, I'm not just any type of jewelry, just for accessories or whatever. These are like, people buy these like for wedding rings. So just add that extra kind of niche keyword in there, or niche topics. It's not actually a keyword, just describing the niche that we're in. Okay, so those are actually the next 5 links for the homepage. And I'll just repeat this for these next keywords. So now, boom. So black tungsten rings. Update that. Black. Okay. So I can just black tungsten rings, or a modern choice. So you can add a little more context if you want to make it fit into an article instead of just using the main keyword. If you want, you have to mix it up. Here, next selection page for women. Tungsten rings for women. So I'll just copy that. Women's tungsten rings. Okay, so keep it simple. Here, next collection, gold tungsten rings. Here's mix that up. So gold tungsten rings. Let's see. So you put like tungsten rings made from gold tungsten rings. I'll just use that. Gold tungsten rings, gold plated, gold, just some sort of variation like that. Let's see. Next one, white tungsten ring. White. Okay, so let's see. White colored or white coated, however. White colored tungsten rings. And yeah, want to keep in mind the anchor text you use should be able to be used naturally in a sentence. So if you're being, yeah, in a guest post link insertion, want to make sure makes sense. Don't want to, yeah, I see this a lot. Well, especially like local keywords, people would put whatever, buy jewelry in New York or whatever, include their city name, plumber in Dallas. It's make sure it looks natural. Here it's usually pretty easy. So it's talking about the product. So it's pretty natural to just mention these in a sentence. So it's kind of like a sanity check you can do. And yeah, so there's the first 20 links planned out. And what you want to keep in mind as you go. So first keywords. Okay. Of course, this link summary looks at, let's see, if I just copy this example target pages. I can just update here, just so we can look at the breakdown of what we've done so far. Okay, I got the formulas fixed here. So we look at the summary. So you can see we started planning out links for these first 5 collection pages. And what you want to do here is, so say there's a few different choices you can make, is just to keep building links to the same pages each month. So say, yeah, build links to each of these pages until they rank, or you can spread the links out, as I kind of did here, to build links. You kind of build the first links to each of these 5 pages, and then you can keep building links to the most important ones, and then start mixing in new pages as you go. And then, yeah, just keep building the first link to different collection pages, depending on how many links you're building per month. Of course, like most things in SEO, there are a lot of variables here. But yeah, this is a blueprint you can use for, you have to build 10 or build your first 50 links across 10 different pages. Well, 11, including the homepage. And what you can do is, say for this men's, yeah, you can keep building 1 link per month. So what I like to do for the most important pages, try to build, yeah, like 1 link per month if you can to each of those, and to see how far you get after a few months. And you can either stop building links to it, or just keep going until it ranks, kind of brute force. What I like to do, yeah, just kind of spread them out, but kind of spread your links out across enough pages, but to give yourself a chance of ranking, but not just getting hung up on only building 1 page and then getting disappointed if you don't rank for it. Since, I mean, this is one of the most competitive keywords. So especially for a new site, that's kind of where the expectations come into play of, yeah, just knowing how long it's going to take before you actually can rank for it. And yeah, I'll save you the time of watching me go through and set these out for all the pages. So if you want to do the next 5 as well. But I hope this makes sense on how you can use this template, adjust it for your needs. So let's see, yeah, for your first links. So in just a quick recap. So in this video, you've learned why you should even build links to your store, how to do it strategically, so without over optimizing or wasting your link budget on link building random pages, random blog posts that don't have much commercial value, as well as how to mix up your anchor text the right way. So yeah, I've showed you an example here of how to use my link tracking sheet and how to update it for yourself. Obviously, you can take this, modify it as needed, as your heart desires to build links over time. But yeah, this is as easy as possible. Like, try to make it as clear and as easy to use. So a lot of people get confused. Oh, what pages do I build links to? What anchor text do I use? That's obviously to build a link. You need to know the anchor text as well. So if you just fill this out for these top 10 collection pages and your homepage, you can order the links from wherever you want to get your links from, build them yourself. But at least this way you have a plan. So I try to make this as easy as possible to create a link plan following strategy that actually gets results. So a mix of building your domain authority. So by building these links to the homepage and then mixing in links to your main collection pages over time. And let me know if you have any questions about the strategy. You can download the link tracking sheet, and the link will be in the description below. So you can try this out for yourself and see how it goes. And let me know how you go. And that's all for today.